Welcome to Harvey, Illinois.
Uproar tonight in the south suburbs where Harvey City Council...
How dare you send your police after peaceful residents?
People around here that's been murdered.
Could you imagine your mother in handcuffs?
Where, like Dolton, the population sits at just around 20,000, but the mayor, he might be even worse than the hen that just got plucked from her seat.
They, in fact, sold one of the properties for $2,000 to an investor.
So we need to start recognizing, okay, and it doesn't put money in anybody's pocket. So pay attention. I just saw the movie Soul Food. When Big Mama passed, everybody had to put on the big britches and get it together. And the mayor is the chief executive officer of the city.
This is a story drenched in allegations of corruption, embezzlement, intimidation, abuse of power, and the weaponization of police against the very residents they're sworn to protect. And believe it or not, the agendas here might be even more sinister than what we witnessed in Dolton, Illinois, from reports of a 73-year-old man being boarded up inside his own home, to a city comptroller who can't account for massive overspending, all while Harvey is drowning in over $140 million of debt. It's clear something is seriously wrong. There are countless issues plaguing Harvey. But today, we're going to highlight one injustice that's affected residents for far too long. And now, it's time for it to come to an end.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I'm speaking for my mother, Betty M. Allen, and the family. There has been a taking of one of my mother's properties. She has a double lot here in Harvey. She has faced issues of being basically strong-armed, coerced into signing documents, disconnecting the property so one of the properties could be sold, which in fact I understood on April 28th. They in fact sold one of the properties for $2,000 to an investor, and without giving us notice that it was happening. We would have generally just given them a donation for Harvey to go away. We are asking for due process. That's all I'm asking, is due process, so that we can all come together, your proof, my proof, and let's just say who actually owns the property. My mother holds the deed. We have the original deed. That deed has never been transferred. It has never been sold. I have power of attorney, so therefore I would have done those documents. I have not. And I'm saying what the city of Harvey did, I find it unconscionable. I find that they have my phone number, my email address. We live down the street. I am asking that this be stopped, that light be shown on it. I'm asking for due process for my mom. Time to have that done. And I appreciate Ms. Colby actually standing up. She went to jail defending my family, and we elected her. The people of the second ward elected her to speak for us. Yeah. Miss Betty cannot come and speak for herself. Yeah. That's why we voted for Miss Colby. Why won't they let her speak? Well, they wouldn't even let me speak. So,
speaking tonight.
And I'm just asking that this be noticed. On top of that, imagine not being able to get up in the morning to wash your face, brush your teeth, take your medicine, have a cup of tea. Well, this actually happened to my mom. She was 88 then. They cut her water off starting February the 14th for weeks. So until they had her to agree to having the water disconnected. And at that time, it was off again for an additional, I want to say 30 to 60 days. Eventually, that caused harm to her health. We had to agree at that point to get her water turned back on. It was told to us that if we didn't do that, that the water would be cut off in both homes, and that they would condemn one of the houses. They would condemn the house as unlivable, and therefore they take the property anyway. I feel that that is totally against all that is right, and we would like to have our opportunity, our day in court, to discuss this matter.
It's criminal. It's criminal